God's creation is functional for sure, but it's also beautiful. God went beyond designing things to be merely useful and added beauty and form to function. Think of God's instructions for building the tabernacle and all the ornamentation he prescribed. Do our churches today pay as much attention to artistic detail as God does? The church needs art now more than ever to help shift the public's awareness of the church from what it opposes to what it promotes. The arts are a great way to convey impressions and messages. We can use them to put a warm, engaging face to our faith and make God look good. This has been done well in the past. Throughout history, the church was the preeminent patron of the arts in the Western world. We see evidence in magnificent buildings that speak of God's glory, from the architecture to the pipe organs to the stained glass windows. What might the modern day equivalent be? But beyond our churches, Christian art can have a larger impact on society. It doesn't have to have Christian imagery to be considered Christian and useful. It just needs to be created by a good artist who sees the world through Christian eyes. Art appeals to our human longing for beauty and draws our attention to parts of God's creation that we might never see in person or notice even if we do see it. In this way, art can be a subtle outreach to our culture by celebrating positive Christian values. Art can also be used to enhance our evangelism programs and to advocate on behalf of those who need our help. Images and plays and novels can all help us understand who we are and our need for God's love and forgiveness. I think the greatest piece of Christian literature has got to be Les Misérables by Victor Hugo. I love this book. From cover to cover, God's grace flows liberally through the story. Many people wouldn't think of picking up the Bible, but they will pick up a novel. Church building design is another area that can demonstrate God's artistic beauty. Your church building might not have the soaring, majestic arches of a cathedral, but there is opportunity to create a space that is welcoming and beautiful. Even paint color choice can have an effect on the feel of your space. You can see some photos in this blog post that show examples of art well done. What can we do as leaders? We can support Christian artists and in turn add the beauty, the mystery, and the awe, which is part of our relationship with God, to our places of worship. I should note that I am standing in an art gallery which is inside a church building. It is owned by the church and it changes its exhibits frequently to showcase local artists. That's innovative. How could your ministry support the arts? God bless.